We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle today. Short card today, so probably a short stream. Nothing too crazy. We have 9 plays up on the site, so not a whole lot of action. There's going to be a lot tomorrow. We have 1, 2, 3 plays in college basketball. 2, 3 plays in the NBA, 2 hockey, and a FCS football play. So before we jump into the free picks, which you guys already see on the bottom of the scroller, or for the TikTok people, Montana State minus 14.5, Nets first half plus 4.5, UMBC first half minus 3.5. Those are the free picks for today. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like, share, all that stuff. Trying to continuously grow, especially the TikTok. As long as we stop getting banned on TikTok, that would be great. We'll quickly look back at yesterday, which was another good day. We had 12 plays, and we went 8-4, up 4.35 units. So definitely going to take that. We lost IUPUI money line. It's fine. They lose by 10 at home. I'm going to continue to fade East Carolina basketball until they prove me otherwise. App State plus 2.5 first half. App State plus 4.5 full game. My only regret is not taking their money line instead because they win the first half by 16 and the full game by 13. So dominant win by App State in Greenville. We had the team total under for the Toronto Maple Leafs. That game finished 3-2. Sharks in overtime. It's a nice winner there. The Tampa Bay Lightning money line, they went 8-4. So good win from that one as well. Iowa State, I had the under 143. It finished 66-62. Nice win by Iowa State there against Iowa. That game stayed under. 2 of my losers were quite ugly. I had Dallas puck line. They lose 5-2, so they didn't even win. They lost by 3. And then I had the Blues, who lost 7-2, which was also not fun. I had the Boston Bruins last night as well, plus 135. That was a nice winner, 6-3 over Winnipeg in Winnipeg. The Boston Celtics first half, minus 5. Really happy I grabbed the first half because they win the first half by 7. They lose outright by 15. So big win for Milwaukee yesterday, but Boston takes care of the first half. I had the Atlanta Falcons yesterday, never in doubt with Atlanta. They win 29-28. I had them plus 4.5. Probably should have just put the money line up, but it is what it is. And then I finished off the night with the Sabres team total over. If I only just took their money line, although they had opportunities to probably get an empty netter in there. After getting 3 goals in the first 2 periods and didn't score anything in the third period. So that one, in theory, could have hit, and that would have made it an even better night. But happy with the night, up 4.35 units. A day in the green I will always take, and we'll kind of roll from there. Pedro in the TikTok chat saying Patriots will win, and I'm going to disagree with you. I'm going to disagree with that take. I'm on Buffalo. It's going to be one of our 5 plays for the contest. So I like the Buffalo Bills. I'll start off by saying NFL. I like Buffalo this weekend. But real quick, I'll kind of tag on the 3 free picks for today. Montana State's going up against SFA in the FCS playoffs. That line opened up at like 10. It's up to 14.5. I just think that's game going to be a 20-plus point game. Montana State, at this point, after the big upset from Illinois State over, I believe it was South Dakota State or North Dakota. I think it was North Dakota State. Montana State should be the favorite now to win the FCS title, and I think they get the job done here against SFA by a lot. And the line movement and everything kind of tells that as well. I took the Brooklyn Nets first half. This is a Mavericks team that I just don't trust. The line opened up towards the 8.5 mark last night. It's down to an 8. Money and everything was coming in on the Mavericks. 59% of bets, 61% of money, and the line was moving towards the Nets. I think the Nets can keep it close in the first half. Maybe even win the first half outright, but I do like the Nets first half plus 4.5. And then the final play is UMBC there against Army. Army's not a good team. I think UMBC has the upper edge in this one. They're 7.5-point favorites. I got them first half minus 3.5. The way that the line was moving, it opened up at 6. It's up to 7.5, and the money coming in the right way on UMBC. So I'm going to take the Retrievers minus 3.5 in the first half against Army. But those are the free picks for today. I want to address a couple of things. If anybody has any questions about any games today, I want to look at tomorrow's card. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to look at some, like a preliminary look at the here's I wanted to look at tomorrow's college basketball card for the big teams because I kind of like to look at a couple of the big games kind of for free picks and stuff. And normally we can probably get some lines at this point. Maybe we might have some lines for tomorrow's card. We do. Penn State is playing Michigan State. That's an 11.5. So I feel like that might be just a Michigan State spot. Michigan State's 8-1. Their only loss is to, I believe, Duke. Yeah, it was a 6-point loss to Duke. So I'm not really overly concerned about that one. And they've challenged themselves. They're 8-1. Penn State, on the flip side, is 8-2. Losses to Providence and Indiana. And that Indiana game wasn't even close. And in terms of good wins, I don't have a good win from them. That's probably a Penn State or a Michigan State first half play. If anything, I don't know if I'm going to want to lay 11.5, 12 points. Although they could win by 20, I don't know if I want to lay that many points. Arkansas and Texas Tech should be a fun one. That one's a 1.5 point favorite for Texas Tech at home tomorrow. Arkansas this year is 7-2. Losses are to Michigan State and Duke. Fine. They have one good ranked win. That was against Louisville. So good for them there. So they have challenged themselves. They're 1-2 versus ranked teams. And then on the opposite side, you got Texas Tech, which I kind of like this Texas Tech team. They are 7-2 as well. Losses to Illinois and to Purdue. Purdue was the number 1 team in the nation at the time, and Illinois is a top 15 team when they played them. So not bad losses. In terms of good wins, I don't really have any good wins. LSU maybe, but LSU is not good. Other than that, they really haven't played. They played Wake Forest, which whoop-de-doo. I feel like that might be kind of telling towards Arkansas tomorrow. I'll have to, obviously, these are just kind of first looks. I want to look at line movement and money and stuff tomorrow. So, although some of these games I kind of like to take early. I have a feeling Arkansas might make my card tomorrow. Iona and St. John's. St. John's is ranked, but they're 5-3. Who are their losses to? Alabama, Iowa State, and Auburn. All ranked teams. Fine. Who's their best win? Ole Miss. Baylor. Like that. I don't know if I trust the St. John's team. Do we have an actual line for it? We don't have an actual line for it yet. That one's not available. That's fine. Don't care about SC Upstate and UNC. Don't care about George Washington in Florida right now. Don't care about that one. Memphis and Louisville, it's going to be a 14.5-point spread. Won't probably care about that one. Nebraska and Illinois could be very interesting. Nebraska's undefeated. They're 23rd in the nation. Illinois, 8-2. They're 13th in the nation. But you look at Nebraska. Who's Nebraska's best win? Wisconsin. Maybe it was like whoop-de-doo. That's your best win. They have not challenged themselves, so it makes sense that they're still undefeated. I think they might get their first loss. They are 9.5-point dogs, which kind of tells me everything I need to know. This is probably an Illinois spot for sure. Illinois' 2 losses are to Alabama and to Connecticut. They have wins against Texas Tech, which is a ranked team, and Tennessee, which is a ranked team. So they've played ranked teams. They've challenged themselves. I have a feeling that's going to be an Illinois first half and full game spot where they completely just smash in that game. Chattanooga and Auburn, don't care, or no line yet, so it won't matter. It's not going to be a close game. Kansas and NC State is going to be interesting. Kansas is 7-3. NC State's 7-3. Kansas is ranked 19th in the nation. Losses were to UNC, Duke, and UConn. They do have a win against Tennessee, which is ranked. But they have challenged themselves so far this season. On the opposite side, you got NC State, which is 6-0 at home. They are not ranked. Do they have any ranked wins? They have played one ranked team, and they lost by double digits to Auburn. They've also lost to Texas and Seton Hall, which Seton Hall is the ugly loss. That being said, I think this could be a good spot for the Wolfpack. The fact that they're favored in this game kind of tells me a lot. So NC State may make my card for tomorrow as well. Do we have anything for Michigan? We don't have anything for that Michigan game. Somebody tells me that's going to be a high-scoring game. Marquette and Purdue. Purdue's monster favorites. Don't really care about that one. And then the 2 big games at the end of the night. Arizona, the number 1 team in the nation, is against Alabama. Alabama's favored in this game. So you got the number 1 ranked team in the nation as a dog. Arizona 8-0. Have they really challenged themselves? They beat Florida, they beat UCLA, they beat UConn, and they beat Auburn. So yes, they have challenged themselves. And they've looked good this year. They are the number 1 team in the nation. On the opposite side, you've got Alabama, who is 7-2. We've mentioned their losses already. Purdue, Gonzaga. They do have a win against St. John's, but since then, St. John's has dropped. So not really overly concerned about that one. They did beat Clemson as well. Clemson's kind of a scrappy team as well. We saw them fight with BYU. That's going to be a tough one. I have a feeling Bama might be calling my name as well. Kind of a short favorite against the number 1 team in the nation. That kind of tells me what I need to know. And then the final game is UCLA and Gonzaga. Personally, I think Gonzaga is my natty pick. They have 1 loss to Michigan, who's the number 2 team in the nation, so I'm not concerned about that. They have wins against Creighton when they were ranked, Alabama, and Kentucky. So honestly, Gonzaga looks really good right now. They've challenged themselves in the non-conference time. UCLA this year is 25th, so they just got into the rankings. Losses to Arizona and to Cal. Cal's not a good loss. Careful with that one. Best win, Oregon maybe. I've got nothing good, or maybe Washington in Washington, but I'm not going to trust this UCLA team. That's probably a Gonzaga spot as well. So Gonzaga's an 8.5-point favorite. I could look towards Gonzaga in that game, maybe first half or full game or something in that range. But I do like Gonzaga tomorrow in that. That looks like a fun card for tomorrow, and I'll definitely have to do a free pick video or like a video or whatever for it. So that should be a lot of fun for that. But that's kind of it for today. Is there anything that I missed? Once again, I have 9 plays up on the site today. You got 3 of them with what was it? Nets first half. Nets first half. Montana State minus 14.5, and UMBC first half minus 3.5. So you guys will be getting. You guys got those, but there's 6 more. Also, if you guys are a member of the YouTube channel, you guys will get access to that as well. But that's going to kind of wrap it up for the card today. Tomorrow, Saturday, I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, we'll talk some more college basketball. We'll talk over Army, Navy. And then we're getting close to getting bowl games soon and all that good stuff. We'll talk NFL tomorrow as well. So make sure you guys stay tuned for the show tomorrow. But I know it's a quicker show today, but that's going to do it for this one. We'll see you guys in the next one.